They sponsored and accompanied 24 Gold Star mothers to the place in Vietnam where their sons died. Once there, they held a memorial service for their sons, bringing some much-needed closure to those families. Now let's head back down to Constitution Ave and our special correspondent, Kirsten Hagelin. Hey, Kirsten.
Hey, Autria. I am here with Brad Dean. He's the president and CEO of the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina Chamber of Commerce. Brad, thanks so much for being here.
Hey, delighted to be here in our nation's capital for this most important holiday.
Now, this is the first year that Myrtle Beach has been a part of the National Memorial Day Parade. So what prompted you to support this?
You know, Myrtle Beach is a proud supporter of our U.S. military. We have a lot of active and retired military vets in our community working and living there. When we heard there might be cutbacks and no broadcast to our troops overseas, we called the American Veterans Center, said, how can we get involved? And here we are today.
So there are many military men and women who are now are living and vacationing in Myrtle Beach. Why is that?
You know, it's a former Air Force bases there, which attracted a lot of our retired veterans, and Myrtle Beach is one of the fastest growing tourism destinations in America, so a lot of American servicemen and women working in the Myrtle Beach hospitality industry.
So you've got 60 miles of beach, I hear, a little jealous, and tons of golf courses. What else is there to do in Myrtle Beach?
Well, as you mentioned, beaches and golf courses are the primary draw, but we have more than 1,500 restaurants, hundreds of stores, including 2 outlet malls, and oceanfront amusement park, the world's largest outdoor sculpture garden. Whether you're 2 years old or 82 years old or somewhere in between, we've got something for you in Myrtle Beach.
I love it. Now, what kind of accommodations do you have to offer?
You know, Myrtle Beach has all kinds of affordable accommodations, oceanfront resorts, beachfront condominiums, small mom and pop hotels, and large homes for multi-generational families and multiple families. If you're looking for an affordable vacation value in Myrtle Beach, it's a place for you.
That's what I was going to ask. A lot of people are having to tighten their belts this year. A lot of people, not only military families, but Americans all over the country. Is it affordable, and what kind of activities are affordable for families?
Absolutely. You know, a summer vacation is American birthright, but a lot of people in this economy want to save money. You're looking for saving dollars, and you want to come to Myrtle Beach area, visit myrtlebeach.com. It's a site to find all kinds of discounts and offers for you. For a vacation value, Myrtle Beach is the place to be.
That's wonderful. Now, I know that you call Myrtle Beach home, but we're in our nation's capital. Memorial Day is a very special day. What message do you have for our troops?
You know, our message first and foremost is thank you and God bless you for all that you're doing to protect us here at home and abroad. And thank you for all the families who also make a sacrifice.
Thank you so much. We'll be back with more live parade coverage after this. But first, another story of American sacrifice.
The Broughton High School Band from Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, thank you very much. Great job.
Upon graduating from Penn State, Michael P. Murphy passed up a law career to serve his country as an elite Navy SEAL. On June 28, 2005, Lieutenant Murphy was leading a mission to capture an enemy commander in Afghanistan when he and 3 other SEALs came under attack from a large hostile and well-trained force. In an effort to save his comrades, Lieutenant Murphy exposed himself to enemy fire in order to create a clear channel to call in support. He would be mortally wounded, along with fellow SEALs Matthew Axelson and Danny Dietz. For his valor, Lieutenant Murphy would be posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor, the first awarded during the war in Afghanistan. Then, in October 2012, the destroyer USS Michael Murphy was commissioned in his honor. Coming up live, a performance by Sam James from The Voice. The parade honors the fallen of the Gulf War and a very special grand finale.
There's a place where past vacation memories are talked about and shared for a lifetime, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 60 miles of picture-perfect beachline will take your breath away, but leave your wallet happy, because you shouldn't have to sacrifice on your family vacation. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Experience so much more for so much less, and leave with memories to last a lifetime.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey Dale, I got your text and said you couldn't text.
Wait, what? Why would he text that he couldn't text?
I was driving.
Well, why not just not text instead of texting you can't text?
I didn't text.
It was just a text saying that he couldn't text.
So who actually texted the text that he couldn't text?
Dale.
The Sprint Drive First app blocks and replies to texts while you drive. We can live without the and.
If you're a woman and you're sick and tired of watching your hair get thinner and thinner, we're about to challenge everything you think you know about hair loss. Because we're going to send you a risk-free trial of a product that fights women's hair loss. It contains the only FDA-approved ingredient clinically proven to regrow hair. It's part of our Keranique system for thicker, fuller hair. Call in the next 5 minutes to request your risk-free trial. You're going to be amazed by what you see. Keranique is formulated especially for women and includes a hair treatment that helps prevent premature hair loss and regrow thicker, fuller hair. Keranique is also sulfate-free, so it's gentle for color-treated hair. Ladies, it's finally your turn to be free from the embarrassment of hair loss. Call 1-800-541-4764 in the next 5 minutes. Try Keranique before you buy it, but hurry, supplies are extremely limited. For your risk-free trial, call 1-800-541-4764. That's 1-800-541-4764.
The Hope High School Marching Bobcat Band, under the direction of Kevin B. Dunn, comprised of 50 members in grades 9 through 12. They perform at all Bobcat football games, local parades, several marching competitions throughout Arkansas and East Texas. The band has earned superior and excellent ratings in all endeavors for the past 6 years. And the band also performs at several local events throughout the year.
Hope, Arkansas, birthplace of former President William Jefferson Clinton. The Hope Marching Bobcat Band performed in the 1992 Presidential Inaugural Parade at the request of President Clinton.
The National Memorial Day Parade, sponsored by VisitMyrtleBeach.com, America's most affordable beach destination, and by the nation of Kuwait, which honors all who served in the Gulf War.
Now we'd like to welcome Sam James, who was a contestant on last season of the hit show, The Voice. He will perform Imagine for us.
The National Memorial Day Parade is sponsored by VisitMyrtleBeach.com, America's most affordable beach destination. And by the nation of Kuwait, which honors all who served in the Gulf War.
Imagine there's no heaven. Easy if you try. No hell below us, above it's only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
A beautiful performance there by Sam James. He was a contestant on the last season of the hit show The Voice. Welcome back, everyone, to the National Memorial Day Parade.
It's good to have you along, and also special thanks to the good folks at Johnson's Florist and Garden Centers for providing the beautiful fresh flower arrangement here in the host booth for you. Let's head back now down to Constitution Avenue. The National Memorial Day Parade salutes those who served in the Gulf War. Archie Elam is our honorary marshal representing those who served in the Gulf. Graduate of West Point, Elam was commissioned an officer in the Armor and Cavalry. In addition to service with the Secretary of Army over at the Pentagon and in Europe during the Cold War, he was deployed with the 18th Airborne Corps during the Gulf War.
Archie has gone on to have a great career following his military service as an executive with GE Capital, United Technologies, the George Group, and Accenture Management Consulting. He truly is an example of military service paving the way for future success. This next float commemorates the 22nd anniversary of the Gulf War and is brought to us by the state of Kuwait. Among the parade's earliest supporters, the people of Kuwait wish to convey their deep appreciation for those who served and those who fell in the fight to liberate their country.
And appearing on the float and walking along the parade route, natives of Kuwait who bring with them the message that Kuwait remembers our Gulf War vets. And on behalf of the people of Kuwait, we have the following message from the ambassador to the United States, Ambassador Al-Sabah.
The very special relationship between Kuwait and the U.S. Armed Forces was forged and actually cemented during the first Gulf War. In 1990 and 91, we Kuwaitis watched in amazement and admiration as the U.S. Armed Forces put themselves in harm's way to liberate my country. And ever since that day, we've had a very special place in our hearts and our minds for the U.S. Armed Forces. And that's why we are present at Memorial Day with our float, and we will always be there to say thank you.
American Airlines is the presenting sponsor of Snowball Express. So this is a nonprofit organization created to provide hope and new memories for the children of military fallen heroes who have died while on active duty since 9/11. Today, they are honored to have Ursula and her daughter Gabriella represent the Gold Star families who paid the ultimate price of freedom. U.S. Army Sergeant First Class Colin Bowen was killed in action March 14, 2008 in Afghanistan.
This is such a great thing. American will again this December donate aircraft staffed with volunteer crews to provide travel for about 2,000 family members to attend Snowball 8 in Dallas and Fort Worth. They're escorted by members of the American Airlines Veterans Military Employee Resource Group. If you need more information about Snowball Express, visit the website at snowballexpress.org.
And we want to get back down to Constitution Ave and Kirsten Hagelin. Hey, Kirsten.
Hey, Atria. I am here with Tim Rayner. He's a pilot with American Airlines as well as the head of their Veterans Initiatives. He's also a colonel in the U.S. Marine Corps Reserves. Thanks, Tim, for being here. What are some of the programs that American Airlines is involved with our veterans?
Right, thanks. So you just heard the announcer talk about Snowball Express. Snowball Express is an annual event that we've hosted for the last 6 years in Dallas. We charter 12 of our own aircraft and volunteer flight crews, and we bring in about 2,000 Gold Star families, mothers, sons, children who have lost a father, a husband in Iraq or Afghanistan. We bring them in for a 4-day long evolution that's just a lot of fun, and it's a very private affair for them. We get a lot of volunteers from our company that support it. It's just a very special event. Another event that we do is called Salute to the Troops. We do it partnered with MGM in Las Vegas. We take 100 wounded warriors from Walter Reed Bethesda every single year with the USO, and we treat them to 4 days of fun in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then another program that we support, the Medal of Honor Foundation and the Gary Sinise Foundation. We're proud sponsors of each one of those foundations as well.
Thank you so much. Now back to you, Dave and Atria.
Kirsten, thank you. Chris Kyle was among the most honored and respected veterans of the war in Iraq. A veteran of SEAL Team 3, he served 4 combat tours, was shot twice, and survived several IED attacks. His best-selling autobiography, American Sniper, shares his story and the story of his fellow SEALs, and it's also the focus of a recently announced film starring Bradley Cooper, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Something to look forward to, but tragically, Chris Kyle was killed this last February by a veteran that he and a friend were helping deal with post-traumatic stress. As you can imagine, his death hit the veteran community very hard. We now present a short tribute to his life, made possible by Mr. Robert Agostinelli.
Navy SEAL Chris Kyle never thought of himself as an American hero or even an exceptional sniper. But as millions know now, he was both. A veteran of 4 tours of duty in Iraq, Kyle saw combat in all of them, for which he was awarded the Purple Heart, the Bronze Star, and the Silver Star multiple times. Most remarkably, as a sniper, Kyle was responsible for 160 officially confirmed enemy kills. In 2009, Kyle retired from the Navy in order to spend more time with his family and wrote a best-selling book, American Sniper. He also devoted time to helping veterans in need. On February 2nd, 2013, he was fatally shot by a young vet suffering from PTSD, who he had tried to help. In an emotional tribute, Kyle's widow, Taya, said Chris was not interested in the number of kills that he had. He would have been interested in the number of lives he had saved. Saving lives was his only motivation. Chris Kyle, American Hero. Sponsored by the Robert Agostinelli Foundation. Coming up live, the parade salutes the generation that sacrificed in Operation Iraqi Freedom and the grand finale of active duty troops. Every year, on one day, we stop to remember. We honor every man and woman who has made the ultimate sacrifice for this nation. We pay tribute to all of those who have fallen in the line of duty. We salute their courage and the price they have paid. We celebrate the freedoms they have protected. We stand with the wounded and those who serve on the front lines today. We make sure their legacy is never forgotten. This year, help us honor and support all American veterans at the National Memorial Day Parade. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation and help guard the legacy, the honor, and the sacrifice of all American veterans.
In 2009.
Here's the Massachusetts Maritime Academy Regimental Band and Honor Guard.
Additional consideration provided by.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies, putting workers at risk. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
Call 1-800-571-7824 now. That's 1-800-571-7824.
The National Memorial Day Parade is sponsored by the nation of Kuwait, which honors all who served in the Gulf War.
And welcome back to our coverage of the American Veterans Center's National Memorial Day Parade.
Time to go back down to Constitution Avenue. And this is the Massachusetts Maritime Academy Regimental Band and Honor Guard.
Brendan Heath.
And I am Drum Major Jason Boucher. The Regimental Band and Honor Guard promotes the Academy mission by showcasing discipline, knowledge, and leadership through music, drill, and ceremonial performances at public and academy venues.
The 7th Company is the most highly visible and disciplined representative of the Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
We are honored to be marching the parade today.
Now for the parade's grand finale, led by active duty service personnel from the United States Navy, Air Force, and Army Reserves.
Saving the best for last, we are particularly proud and honored to welcome home many of these troops, some of whom have just recently returned from their overseas deployments.
These soldiers, sailors, and airmen are marching today in honor of the more than 6,600 service members who have died while serving in Afghanistan and Iraq.
It is truly humbling to have them with us, and we are forever grateful for the sacrifices made by this generation of military heroes. Thanks to all who have served, and to the fallen, we will never forget. We'll be back with the conclusion of this year's parade in just a few seconds.
Every year, on one day, we stop to remember. We honor every man and woman who has made the ultimate sacrifice for this nation. We pay tribute to all of those who have fallen in the line of duty. We salute their courage and the price they have paid. We celebrate the freedoms they have protected. We stand with the wounded and those who serve on the front lines today. We make sure their legacy is never forgotten. This year, help us honor and support all American veterans at the National Memorial Day Parade. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation and help guard the legacy, the honor, and the sacrifice of all American veterans.
Welcome back to our coverage of the National Memorial Day Parade. Joining this very special grand finale are the parade's most honored guests, hundreds of family members of fallen service members. They are here as part of the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, also known as TAPS. And these families are walking to remember their loved ones who served in the U.S. military and died.
The TAPS motto is remember the love, celebrate the life, and share the journey. These families are walking today to honor their loved ones and to celebrate their lives, so please welcome them warmly. They are truly what Memorial Day is all about. Thanks so much for watching today. It has been a completely inspirational day, and we'd also like to thank all of the Veterans Parade marchers and particularly the volunteers.
Absolutely, and a special thank you to the American Veterans Center and all of the sponsors. And Kirsten?
This has been a tremendous honor for me to be here with you today. I've had a wonderful time. Back to you.
To those of you serving in harm's way, please stay safe, and thank you so much for your service.
We hope to see you right back here next year on Constitution Ave. Goodbye, everyone.